Just to clear the air, I don't give a fuck about how nobody feel about me. Keep feeling.
And I hope you die and suffer in hell.
The frustrations of a 12-year-old, devastated tonight after the brutal murder of her mother. Her mother, that church's chicken employee that was gunned down yesterday. Police are still looking for this woman tonight in connection to that shooting. They say she pulled the trigger.
Memphis police need your help finding a woman they say is responsible for a deadly shooting at a church's chicken in Orange Mound. Take a look at your screen. Officials want to know if you know who this woman is.
"48-year-old Anitra West was described as a loving and hardworking woman with a light that shined bright and a beautiful soul and outgoing personality. She always wanted the best for those around her, always doing whatever she could to help others. Most importantly, Anitra was a devoted mother to her 12-year-old daughter, always ensuring her family was well taken care of. Anitra and her ex-husband, who was also the father to her daughter, divorced a couple of years ago after being married for 16 years. They were high school sweethearts, and despite the divorce, the two remained even closer, vowing to do whatever it took to foster a healthy, co-parenting environment for their daughter. As she often did, Anitra headed to her job, where she had been a cashier for about a year. Little did any of Anitra's family or friends know this would be her last shift, ever. Just after 9 p.m. on July 8th, Memphis police responded to the church's chicken on Park Avenue near Seams in Orange Mound for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would locate an unresponsive adult female lying in the front of the restaurant.
A worker is shot dead at a church's chicken in Memphis overnight, and police have released photos of the woman they say killed this worker. That woman in the car. Memphis police say she killed that drive-through, that worker at that church is around after 9 o'clock. This is the churches on Park Avenue. There's a full picture of her.
The victim was identified as 48-year-old Anitra West, who was transported to a local hospital where she was sadly passed away after succumbing to a gunshot wound. A look into the case revealed that a heated verbal dispute began over a food order. Police say Anitra was working the drive-through window of the restaurant when a woman with purple hair driving a teal compact SUV argued with Anitra outside of the window. After the SUV drove off, Anitra stepped outside of the restaurant to get some air. Just moments later, the SUV returned and began firing shots, striking and killing Anitra before fleeing the scene. Church's Chicken would issue the following statement after her passing. "We are deeply saddened by the loss of one of our team members. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their family during this difficult time. We are working closely with the Memphis Police Department on their ongoing investigation. In light of the situation, the location decided to close for the next few days." It wouldn't be long before images of the suspect's face would be all over social media. The woman, identified as Monica Charlie Baltimore Williams, can be seen here in several photos.
And just to clear the air, I don't give a fuck about how nobody feel about me. Keep feeling it, bitch.
And the irony of it all, on July 1st, she posted the following to Facebook. "Man, while I was just at the store, save a stop, and was sitting in the car on the phone, and just when I was about to cut the car off and get out, somebody started shooting and somebody dead. And the crazy part is, I went to that same store earlier and said to myself, something don't feel right, and I left then." Understandably, Anitra's family and friends were left shocked and outraged. All of this over a food order? Her death marks the 173rd homicide in Memphis this year. Brittany Thornton, a representative for the Shelby County Mission, says the community is lacking resources, including for mental health. Fellow mental health specialist Brandy Flynn said it best. People are making permanent decisions off of temporary situations. Now the Orange Mound community is on edge after another senseless act of violence, and Anitra's daughter is left with no choice but to grow up without her mother.
She meant everything to me.
At times, it was hard for 12-year-old Zoe West to even speak about her mother.
I just want my mama. I don't want nobody else, nobody else.
Zoe and her father, Lorenzo West, say Zoe's mother was that Church's Chicken employee fatally shot Monday night. West says he got a phone call.
Let me know to get my daughter to the hospital to get her been shot.
Sadly, he says his ex-wife, 48-year-old Anitra West, did not pull through.
And she likes a certain way to live. She always worked for it.
And that's what police say she was doing when she was murdered. It happened just after 9 Monday night at the Church's Chicken on Park Avenue. Investigators say this woman with purple hair drove through the drive-thru in this teal-colored SUV and had an argument with Wes. Officers say at some point, Wes walked outside to get some air. A few minutes later, witnesses tell police they heard a gunshot. They say the woman in the SUV then sped off the parking lot. Memphis police confirmed to Fox 13 News Tuesday night the dispute was over a food order. This 12-year-old would have to learn the news her mother died online.
I seen it on Google.
Zoe and her father say Wes was super smart. They say she loved serving people, and that's why she chose to work in the service industry.
We were married 15 years, and she was my high school sweetheart and all that. And we pretty much had gotten closer after we separated, and because we had to co-parent.
At this point in the interview, I asked a question that sometimes is hard to ask families who have just lost a loved one. I asked whether there was a lesson that can be learned from all of this.
Read the audience. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Be in control of you. If you're in control of you, 9 times out of 10, you control the situation to a certain extent.
He says some people have no regard for human life, and you never know who you're arguing with. As for this 12-year-old who will now have to grow up without her mother, she has this message for the killer.
And I hope you die and suffer in hell.
The father tells me that he and his child's mother have been divorced for about 2 years now. He says he's technically not the next of kin, so it's been really hard to get information from police as well as from the hospital. He says the next of kin is the victim's mother, who he says is on vacation, not able to be reached by phone, so she has yet to learn of her daughter's death.
Although Memphis police have an identity of the suspect, they are working hard to obtain additional information regarding her whereabouts. Family and friends are encouraging anyone with information to come forward. The case remains ongoing.